Alright, ladies and gentlemen and everything in between, we're back with some more One Piece. Last time we watched episode 963, and today we'll be watching episode 964. Now, in the last video, we went ahead and got to see the confrontation between Oden and Whitebeard. Of course, Oden, wanting to get off of Wano so badly, he decided to jump at the chance at getting any ship that he could find in order to sail out of Wano. And as soon as he spotted Whitebeard's ship, he said, "That's my ticket out of here." He pulled up on Whitebeard, and we know Whitebeard, he ain't no slouch, all right? And this was him in his prime, bro. He got his gold locks. He was ready for the smoke. And now we got to see this monster Oden really meet someone that can match up with his skills. You know, fight someone your own size. Whitebeard is definitely on the size of Oden. Whitebeard is bigger than Oden, but still, he's putting up a pretty good fight. But it wasn't a long-lasting fight. As crazy as the animation went, Whitebeard went ahead and rock'em socked him in his jaw, crashing into the wall. That quake fruit. It's no joke, that's for sure. And considering Oden's head should have came clean off his shoulders, yeah, he's pretty strong, all right. Oden is pretty strong, to say the least. Whitebeard should have absolutely annihilated him with that punch, but Oden pulled through somehow, and he managed to survive that. But of course, once everything was sort of straightened out, they had a good old merry old time, joking around, having a good laugh, drinking some booze, eating some Oden. Gotta eat it boiling hot, as Oden says. You always gotta eat that joint boiling. So they had a good old time, and Whitebeard, you know, he saw in Oden that he's not the type to follow orders, follow rules. He was the same when he was under rocks, and of course that whole entire crew absolutely crumbled apart, and he doesn't want the same to happen to his own, so he didn't want Oden to come onto his ship. And I'm looking at my screen right now, and it's just this bloatfish Oden right now. It's just distracting me when I'm trying to talk. Anyways, so Oden tries to convince him otherwise, and as soon as Whitebeard is about to leave the island of Wano, or this land of Wano, once the ships were repaired, Oden makes his way onto the ship himself alongside Izo, who we had actually seen in Whitebeard's crew during Marineford. And I hadn't caught it until they were grown up, and I was able to see, oh, okay, they were definitely on the crew. I've seen them before. So somehow, some way, Izo does join Whitebeard's crew, and I'm sure we'll see that at some point, how that went down. But, and also why it's the Akazai at 9, because I was like, oh wait, why is it 10? Where's Kiku's sibling? But here we go, now we know. So beyond all that, we got to see how exactly Oden tried to get onto Whitebeard's ship. He held onto a chain that was somehow, you know, keeping its way onto Whitebeard's ship without them taking it off. But Whitebeard let them know, look, if this dude can stay on this chain for 3 days, then he could join on the crew. All right, that's the deal I'm giving him. And Whitebeard, I don't know what he sees in Oden, but I guess he knows that there is some part of him that's able to last 3 whole days on the water, literally in the water. You know, so many things can go wrong, but he's not human, essentially, so he's still alive somehow. But just as there was only 1 hour left in the 3-day time, there was a scream that he had heard somewhere nearby, and decided to let go of he got knocked off the chain and decided not to go back onto it in order to help this person that was screaming. And this individual had been talking about time travel or something about that going into the future. So my guess is that this person is the woman that he marries, because we do know that Momonosuke's mother had time travel abilities with a devil fruit. So we're gonna see how exactly their relationship started in this episode, I'm assuming, and why Oden was so forthcoming in letting go of essentially what his dream was for a random woman. Maybe he just heard a screaming lady and that's what he's saying, but maybe there's more to it. We'll have to see. But let's get into this episode here. If you guys would like to watch reactions a day early, go ahead and join the Discord. You can join for free. You get access to reactions a day early. If you guys would like to watch reactions up to a week early, join the Patreon. All those links are in the description down below, as well as the full reaction links takes you over to Streamable, Google Drive, and OneDrive. That's enough talking. Let's get into it here. Episode 964, Lego. Oh boy, pufferfish Oden. I do not like this bit at all. My boy is, oh my god, he's like puking and everything. You gotta go look for him though, right? I mean, that's the upstanding thing to do. That's the right thing to do. Okay. He's mostly better. Who are you? And where did you come from? Is there a city near here or something? Or a village? She's like, I'm trying to go there. Yeah, she looks like she's... okay. Why would you ever want to go there? Hell no. Never in my life. I fought tooth and nail to get out of there. He's annoyed. And these guys are back. Oh god. He's about to just cut him in two. Who are you? What is that? Karma, captain of the Celophtoctopus. What? What was that? Celophtoctopus? What? There. Don't worry. This is more of a monster than y'all think. That's what they saw. Classy. She a rich girl? Run from what? This? I don't run. He's using 6 swords. How does he have 6? Is he a fish man? What? Is that a... It's not a smile fruit, is it? I don't know if they're making smiles this way back. It could be Fishman. That guy has sharp teeth. Oh boy. Big man. Oh, it's Whitebeard. He came to the island. You gotta knock him out his shoes, bro. God. He bonked him with... That was a literal bonk. Yeah. How's he not dead? Oh, he gone to the crew? Oh. See, now I gotta go to Paramount War and see if they actually showed this guy. Little brother. Oh, no. Don't get little broed. White Kichi-chan. I mean, Owen's cool with it. I mean, if anyone's gonna little bro you, it's gotta be Whitebeard. It's gotta be. So this is kind of like not a part of the crew, but kind of like just a friend of the crew, kind of like what Vivi was to Luffy. I don't need your forgiveness. That laugh, bro. Toki. He's gonna look annoyed too. We just left. They're not trying to go back. What a rambunctious group, huh? What a lively group this is. Oden and a couple of his retainers going on a little vacation. Is he oh, I was about to say, he jumping back in the water. My boy has had enough of a swim for months. Almost 3 days in the, practically 3 days in the water. I'm not touching water again. You got me all the way messed up. Never touching it again. That boy's bloated. It was seeping through his skin. He was puking it up like. Oh, yeah, Oden was definitely not fighting with the crew, man. He was not fighting with the team. He said, I got this, don't worry. Cut the whole ship in half. Come on, Marco, you couldn't do that yet? Yachty. Jelly-like jiggly trees. Just runs all the way in. What was that? Trampoline tree. Winter Wonderland. What do you do? How? How do you even let that happen? You got frozen? Oh, Lord. The ship is on there. You jump it on straight up heat. Straight up frying pan. And cook some Oden here. Oh, they're cooking Oden here. Oden ain't Oden if it ain't boiling, right? Volcanoes. Where's this? Oh, this is the Usopp Island. Giant koala bears? Okay. Giants. We mean Elbaf? Oh, they're about to fight this guy. Whitebeard said, that's my cousin. Don't worry, but he's gonna break the club. Wow. With the quickness. Something has to go wrong. It always does. Hey, watch out. Why is she just short, or is everyone just huge? Oh, she's been traveling through time, huh? 26, born 800 years ago. Honestly, she might have been doing it by accident, bro. You get that devil fruit. A devil fruit that dangerous? You just accidentally traveling through time? Learning how it works, you're definitely gonna jump a couple centuries by accident. The place don't exist no more. I wonder if she's the one that helped inscribe the history of the Void Century, since she traveled through time. And that's what she did at Wano. That would make sense. How they were able to get that information. Oh, who's spying? This dude Marco is gonna start playing matchmaker. Don't ruin it. There you go. Don't start cock blocking now, all right? Our boy's spitting game. Let him cook. Just let him cook, all right? Who's shooting? Oh, the Marines. Whose baby? Oden's baby. Oh, y'all was bumping it on the ship. Okay. Kozuki Momo. Wow, Momonosuke was born on Whitebeard's ship. What? That's great. Oh, and Oden got wanted posters. I mean, yeah. Tagging along with Whitebeard. Yeah, you can't have a little baby here on. I don't know about that. They probably think y'all are dead. It's been a year. Y'all left so abruptly. Yeah, and like Oden not being there, I wonder if that's what allowed for Orochi to really start digging his claws deep into the country. This man's in critical condition. Yeah. Is that Blackbeard? Is that Blackbeard? That is Blackbeard, bro. Yup. This is what he found Teach. Was he plotting since he was a kid, though? There's no way he was plotting since he was a kid. He probably knew from the jump what he wanted. No, he's a commander. He's still acting like this. There it is. Goldie Roger. My boy Shanks. Buggy. Look at my boy Gold Roger. This is going to be fire, man. Gold Roger, a great pirate. Oh, yeah, we know. We know. Don't worry. Oh, we know that's a great pirate. Oh, nah, dog. Like, it's just, I've been wanting to see like a sort of One Piece prequel series. Just because there's so much lore, I don't think they're going to be able to touch upon all the stuff that they set up and hint at in the series. They might, but like there's a One Piece prequel series to see all the great pirates that preceded the ones we have now in the current series. That's basically what we're getting right here. It's sort of a condensed version, but it's still really cool to see them all in their prime. I've always wanted to see them in their prime, and you know, like their personalities, how they formed such lasting bonds with these different pirates and crews and all that stuff. It's clear why like a lot of these great pirates had such a magnetism about them, just their personalities and the way they command, the way they lead, and their strength overall. Like people wanted to follow them, so they're making it make sense why Whitebeard was regarded as such a great man. And now I'm sure we're going to see the same for Roger here now that he's entered the fray. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like Blackbeard was plotting from the jump. He saw Whitebeard come over to his island. He said, "This is my chance right here. I know what I need to do. I know what devil fruit I need, and I know." Or maybe he could have plotted on the ship too, but I'm not putting it past this man. He's a demon. He could have done a lot, bro. So Toki over here saying she born 800 years ago. I think that's purposeful. I think the reason why the land of Wano, you know, have the poneglyphs, why the Kozuki clan inscribed the poneglyphs, Toki being a part of the Kozuki clan officially, now that she's married to Oden. Well, not married, but they're together and they're going to eventually be married, I'm sure. I'm sure she is the reason why they were able to get that information of the Void Century. She was able to tell them all that info. Oden probably didn't care, but they were like, they wanted to be able to preserve that information, I'm sure. And as she grew up, maybe she was able to become more mature with the power she had and the information she was able to get. And honestly, being able to go around the world, maybe she found out how the government was hiding a lot of this information, and she was like, no, this should not be, hidden like this. There should be some type of way to present this information to the world that the government is trying to cover up. And, being on Whitebeard ship, I'm sure she would get into the position where she'd be able to learn that stuff about the Marines and the government. But it could also just be she wants a way to, but like, I don't know if she's the reason why they have this information and she's the reason why they're writing this down. Maybe they already have it before she even came along, but writing it on the poneglyphs, I think, is such a drastic measure rather than just writing on a piece of paper like Oden's doing. I feel like there's a purpose behind that. She knew that this information, or whoever wrote it down knew that information needed to be lasting in the case that, the government ever tried to destroy it. Writing it on those stones, they're practically indestructible. On top of that, writing it in a coded language that not anyone can, the normal person can't understand. So the reasoning behind having it that secretive and that almost indestructible, not just the stone and stuff, but the information, it's like they had to have known the government would have tried to destroy it if they ever found it. So I'm just wondering how they might have learned that the government was against having that information out there in the first place. And to me, it would make sense that it was her doing, because she saw the way the government was acting because of how she was sailing out with them. But my entire theory is disproven if it was already written before she even went to Wano. But then again, she wants to go to Wano. I don't think they didn't say why, right? She just said she wants to go to Wano. Maybe that could be why. Maybe she knows that Wano is sort of away from the rest of the world, so that might be a safe place to put it, because she sort of just happened upon this random island. There's definitely, yeah, I don't think when she asked that she wanted to go, she didn't say why. Did you say you came from the land of Wano? Yeah, I mean, she's not from that time period, so I'm on since I was little. Or it could make sense that when the government was doing its world takeover, she was alive at that time and she realized what was going on. She's like, I need to go to the future and let people know what's going on. Yeah, there's definitely more ways she could find out that the government was being shady about all that. If that's the case, she is a key part of this whole entire series, bro. She is a very integral to everything that is going on. And it just goes to show how any devil fruit having to do with time is just gonna be overpowered. We've seen a tiniest sliver of it with Foxy and his slow beam or whatever, but a time travel devil fruit is crazy. And if she's dead and that devil fruit popped out somewhere else in the world, whoever gets it should hopefully be a good person, because if they're not, that's, you know what, the what was the guy's name, the emu guy, the person that we saw during the reverie, the little reverie arc, the guy who seemed to be the king of kings, the Gorosei was bowing to, he might have that devil fruit. That might be why he's so regarded as this high figure. Whoever has that devil fruit is honestly on some next level power grabs. That is a very, very dangerous devil fruit. Imagine someone like Robin had the devil fruit. She'd be the supreme intelligence of the universe. That's just such a crazy devil fruit to have out there. But yeah, this is making me excited to see how exactly this story fleshes out. Why are these people so giant, bro? I guess giants existing in the world, that gene should just split up into different people. Like, I don't know, those genetics of height is just completely off the charts in this series. But yeah, that does it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Next time we'll be watching episode 965, but that wraps it up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode just as much as I did, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.